Check this out. So, look at that. Look at McCulloch. That Mac 1010 is a legend on the channel. That's my Mac 1010. That's a Pro Mac 1010. And it's a legend. It's just a legendary saw. Let's have a look and see what this is right now. We'll do a Mac day over there, eh, Luke?
Yeah, I think so.
But look at that. Look at this. Do you know what this is? This is a 1957 Chevy, isn't it? Yeah. Look at it. It's an old hot rod, man. Just a faller saw. This is a faller saw. God, I love these. So this, I mean, look at Lukey. Look at Mac. Look at McCulloch. Hey, aren't those glorious? Yeah. They really are. Yeah, it's not the greatest. It's all kind of foobar. I could run it over the grinder. Yeah, I got a square file right here, right there. Let's see what happens here. And I'll show you what I'm going to do here, friends. I'll show you on the square ground program. I square with a Symington. But I learned to hand file square because I wanted to. And I wanted to be able to speak to it. And I wanted to be able to teach people and at least get them started if they want to do hand file square. You can do it any way you want. Guys go like this. This is what guys usually do. They go like this. Because that way they can see, right? They can see it. They can see the line. And it's not a bad idea. See this? This is how most guys square file, okay? Like this. There it is. Can you see the line in there, Lukey?
Yep.
So that's hand file square, okay? It's just rough. I'm just giving you an idea of why guys kind of go that way. They can see the corner. But you know what I do, friends? I do this. This is how I square. And as you can see, I'm bouncing all over. It'd be nice to be in a vise, but look at this. I don't care too much about going up or down. This is me square filing here. Look at the angle on that. It's different, isn't it? So why don't we just take a peek and see what the end result here, once you find your line. This was way back, friends. You know how many strokes I'm doing? Okay. Now, if you look at that, that's a sharp tooth. But let's look at this.
Yep. That's great.
See that?
Yeah.
There's a side beak, isn't there?
Yeah, there is.
Yeah. Look at that burr. Look at that. Wow, right across the chain. See that?
Yeah.
Once you find your groove, that's why there's nothing like a Symington, boy. There it is. That's looking like square ground to me with a side beak.
Yeah.
So if we look at the other side, looks good.
Yeah.
Looks real good.
You can see that side beak right at the top there, hey?
Beautiful. Yeah, there's a little side beak. So this will be a grabby chain. It will be, friends. It'll be a grabby chain. But that's okay. It just goes to show you that lots of stuff will cut. Lots of stuff will cut. And if you want to change that side beak, you got to get that right in the corner. That's why guys like filing from the other side. It's easier to see the corner. There. Check that. Check that burr, friends. Look at it. You see how smooth that's running through there? You see that great big burr hanging off there?
Yep.
Okay, there it goes. This is a good looking chain. So let's take a look. Did I move my corner up? I can't see it. There we go. I did.
Yeah, you did.
Look at that. That's hand file square right there, baby. That is going to cut. You got a good view of that, don't you? Mm-hmm. So there it is. Friends, that it just takes time to master. You can master it. That's a great looking tooth right there, Luke. 5 degrees back about on that side plate. Look at that. See that, friends? That's nice. Real nice. It's this line here that's the corner. See this? Yeah, yeah. See that burr coming there?
Yep.
So this is, see that? Popping off, going straight off there now. And I'm trying to extra concentrate on that corner being right in the corner. So let's have a look.
Looks nice.
So friends, we're nearing the end of this one side. Just wanted to bring you back in. As you can see, I'm just filing a normal style. I'm not too worried about a side beak right now. I know a side beak is grabby, but you can't tell me you don't see that burr.
Oh yeah.
You zoom in, it's right across the whole chain. There it is, and there it now is not. It fell off. The chain is sharp. If it's got a little side beak, so be it. This thing is now, if I'm not mistaken, we're pretty much sharp. There's our last tooth, so this looks sharp. I'm just gonna sweep through this. But as you can see how I'm filing old school. I don't file into the tooth. It burns your files out. But I'm waiting for that burr to show up from head to toe. There it is. You may have saw it, you may not have.
Yep.
There it is. So that is that. I want people to understand it really does not matter what you do as far as going into the tooth or going out of the tooth. I needed to turn my file a bit to grab that gullet there, or that burr. There it is. Okay. Now, that side's done, Luke. It's done. So, and I did it all up, in, right? Now, if I wanted to, like I showed earlier in the video, because if you come and look at this, Luke, this tooth on top, look at it straight down. It's not right, is it? No, it's not. It's convex. Mm-hmm. You can see it here. It's convex.
Yep.
So I could continue doing what I was doing, but I want folks to know that it's okay if you're comfortable to just come over here now and do this, because you can see better. See that? You can see the corner of the tooth. So it matters not to me what you do. In, out. This is easier because you can really see the corner, can't you?
Yeah.
You can see this part of the file is where that side plate goes, right there. So this is our finished product, right there. There's a side beak. You can see it on the tooth.
Yep.
Okay. So I'm not going to get too excited about that right now. If I wanted to fix that, I go like this. And I move that file into the corner. Let's take a better look at this now.
Yep.
Side beak's gone.
Yep.
We're in the corner now. So square filing takes a little while, but again, I'm just gonna rip through this because I want to get cutting. Look at that, friends. See that? Right? You want that in that corner like that. So, done. But my point is I filed in one way and now I'm filing down the other way. And I'm going to go cut with it. I don't care how you get it. It matters not. I'm just going to grab this one because I remember it before. It's all grabby and crazy, so I'm going to clean it up. This has got a huge side beak on it, so I want to straighten that up. I pulled quite a bit out of it. See that? Grabbing like that?
Yeah.
I think I'll change that just a bit. There it goes. There we go. I'm happier with that. I come here. I go like this. This is square filing 101. You can do however you want. Some people like this because they, as I just said a couple times now, I'm repeating myself, you can see the corner on the file. You can literally see where it lines up. So let's look, just so folks know what we're talking about. Does that work?
Yeah.
Okay. Square filing. Up and down, around. I don't care how you get there. The chain should be this whole thing of you got to do it this and you got to do that. You want to try and get out of that camp. You don't got to do nothing. Okay. My eyes are awful, so I'm just kind of almost going by feel here, to be quite frank with you. But I know she'll cut. Little burr, just for the heck of it. Let's come over here. Go like this. Watch this. It's weird once you start going one way, though. Anyway, you get the process. Up and down, don't matter. Just get her done. Look at this, Lukey. Right?
Yep.
Is that slow enough and good?
Yeah, it's great.
Isn't that nice, friends? Square. Next.
And it seems like it really smooths out once you kind of start getting it.
It does. Once you get in the groove, this was a filing from way back. I'm actually better at square filing now than I was when I first did this. This was an experimental chain, actually, just like this one is. How are you going to learn? So I just know that this will cut, Luke. I know it already. You can one-hand it if you're good. Okay, there's our last tooth. Last tooth on square file. I did all kinds of different filing techniques on this, friends. And here's the thing about square now. This is full house square, and it's sharp. It is sharp. I've probably got side beak here and there. I'll actually guarantee it I do. I can see a dirty top plate here. I'm going to fix it. Okay. This'll change everything. 28 thou, 22 thou, 30 and 35 thou, or 36. So this is 30,000, and we're going into Arbutus, hardwood. My gut tells me to go here. Let's look and see where they're at. First of all, let's have a gander and see. And these are all different size teeth, friends. Don't forget that. Look at that one, Luke.
Yep.
See this one?
Yep.
Well, take a look at this one up here. It's bigger. The next one, smaller. The next one, actually massive.
Yep.
The next one, look at it.
Oh,
to the line.
Totally.
Okay, here's my point. We're going to talk about this, and this is not bad. So, okay, here we are at 22 degrees. Friends, good morning to you. We have done a lot of this content, and I'm interjecting, and it's because it's important. I show this Raker activity here, this Raker gauge, and I talk through it. So we're gonna be on the Raker gauge here for a little bit. You skip through if you want, but there is some good little verbiage that comes through here as I'm going that you may have run into. It may help you. So I think it's about a 3 or 4 minute stint, isn't it, Luke, on about the Rakers and that. So and then we'll be out of it. But I show the whole process on this chain, and we go straight to the wood. This is a great video for square filing guys that are learning to square file. Don't get stuck in this box. Look at this.
Wow.
I'm actually going to stay here. So what guys usually do is they flip this over now. See, and this goes in there like that.
Oh, yeah.
See how that goes in there now?
Yeah.
But it doesn't, nothing changes by just going like this. Right? It's all the same. Okay? The rakers are high on this. Right? So how is this different? How is that different from, well, I'll show you actually. Here, let's do this. There. So this is apparently the wrong side, right?
Yeah.
This is supposed to be like this. Okay? That's how that's supposed to be. So, right? It's the same. You can actually see it. So I don't file two ways. I file my rakers all one way. And that's just me. I'm not telling you to do it. I think the proof's in the pudding 11 years later, Luke, on YouTube.
Yeah.
I think I've got enough content out there that would say that, okay, his chains seem to be cutting okay. I've never bragged about my chains. It's the people watching me saying, oh my goodness, well, here's the information. You too can get it cutting. I've cut, guys have handed me their saws at events and I'm like, dude, looking good. This is what I like about a square file too. It's one file.
Yeah.
For the whole game. I'm actually excited to run this, Luke. That raker is lower and is going to feed you the same amount of wood as the one behind it. Progressive raker gauge, it's called. Progressive rakers. I'll show you this again up here. It'll be quite, so if you go along and give your teeth just the same amount of strokes on your raker when you're halfway down your chain and your teeth are all different sizes, then you're jackhammering the firewood. That's what you're doing. This one's hardly going to go at all. Watch this. And the reason, did you just hear what I said, Lukey? I can tell because the tooth is long. This tooth is long. Now, when I put my raker gauge on here, not nearly as much as the others. You can hear it in the sweeps. These were super high, eh, Luke?
Yeah, really high. And that's your least aggressive gauge you got here?
It is, because I'm running full square, grabby square, right?
Yeah.
So I hope friends are understanding what's going on here. I'm running a 22 thou raker gauge on a grabby square ground chain with probably some side beak and a little bit of erraticity to it. So if you think that I'm going to go to the wood pile before doing this, you got the wrong guy. I'm going to show up to your job sharp and ready to go. And if I hit a chain, if I hit a piece of steel, well, or a rock, I'm either going to swap out my chain or I'm going to stop and file instantly and get back to work. This thing was erratic, Luke.
Yeah, it was all over the map.
Friends, let me know if you guys, if this has helped you folks at all. Don't waste your time finding your furthest tooth that you hit the worst. You do whatever you want, but I'm just telling you, get the tooth sharp. Don't matter what tooth it is. Start wherever you want. Get the tooth sharp and get it. There, we're done. Raker gauge. You don't need to mark anything. It's this thing's freaking done. I'm kind of excited to cut with a saw. I'll bet you she's going to grab wood, Luke. Even at 22 thousandths down. So that means not a hungry raker, friends. That means my rakers are at 22 thou lower than my working corner. Does that make sense? So these gauges are glorious, but they all mean something different. They all send a different message to the wood, to the trigger finger, to the operator, to the saw's brain, carburetor, fuel injection, whatever it is. It sends a message. Do I need to feed this thing fuel? Do I need to, you know what I mean? So that's going to be fun. Now, Luke, I've not fired this saw in a long, long time. So why don't we fuel up real quick? DGP. These old saws drink and love this DGP oil. Best bar oil on the market right there for wear and tear and fast cutting. It hands down. Hands down. I've not seen anything better. And it happens to be organic, which supports the American and the Canadian farmers with their soy products and all the rest of their corn flour and everything they do. So I think it's fantastic. Fantastic product. I'm behind it 100%. There. Friends, real quick, the internet is such a plethora of information. I love it. And the data, the wood database is a great source of information to help you folks understand what kind of woods are being cut in your videos that you're watching. The Janka, it's called the Janka scale, and the wood database helps you there. Just so you know, this arbutus or madrone is harder than oak. It's harder than red oak, most definitely. It's probably in line with rock maple or hard maple. Do you guys have a hard maple down there, it's called? Yeah, I think it's right in line with that on the Janka. So it's harder than beech. It's a hard one, friends. So I'm just putting these little interjections to help you kind of grasp on what this saw's going through. This is a 28-inch bar, and it's a hungry chain, friends. I've told folks on square ground, you can back off on your rakers a little bit, and this is so true. Friends, this is a 54cc saw. I love this thing. Anyways, just trying to put some, understanding on what we're into here. Hope you're enjoying yourselves. Better for the hungry saws. Imagine if I had a went 28 on the Raker gauge. So friends, years ago with Victor, I fell a 4-foot maple tree. And that particular power saw, I believe, showed up on the internet. It showed up. People were like, you can't do that, and that's a story, that tree's rotten. No, it was rock solid, broadleaf, remember, and broadleaf maple's not that hard until it dies. It's still hard. Anyway, that little saw is a 1010. It's 54 cc's. That's a hungry chain, but think about what just happened, friends. That's 22 thou on that Raker. It's my highest Raker gauge I have. So your chain, if your chain is grabby, which this one is, could you imagine if I put the 28 thou on there? It would have stopped dead in that bigger wood. It just would have went bop, bop, and stopped. So anyway, I love this saw. I love you. Thank you for coming. Next video, we're going to show the whole cutting series with this thing. We got the Super Pro 81. You've seen that. We had a Mac day. And was that not a fun day, Luke?
So fun.
Luke, say hi, everybody, will you?
Hi, everybody.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah, I was blown away by those old saws.
Right?
So blown away.
So Luke has had really no experience with these older ones. He picked up that 125 the other day, friends. You started it. Did you not start it?
I don't think I started.
No, it was a different one. That'll be fun to watch Luke start the 125. But they're just, the 125 is hands down the biggest, baddest timber cutting saw there ever has been. I called Bear Claw the other day, and thanked him again because that one I ran the other day was special. But I don't want to go on the 125. That 1010, a Pro Mac 1010, is a spectacular little saw. McCulloch has a real little spot in the corner of my heart for power saws. But that's a 54cc saw, friends. And it cut that 4-foot maple all them years ago with a worn out little 28-inch. I think it was Skip. So Skip will help you. But if you're hungry on your rakers, it's good for little wood. It'll grab and flick and throw. But as soon as you get into the bigger stuff, you need to rest her in on the dogs. You got to back off on them rakers. You got to have a higher raker, and then you can really use the saw. Does that make sense? So glad you're here. Thank you for all your viewership. We appreciate your comments and everything. And shopping at buckandbillyray.com. We appreciate you. We've just added another deputy handle, which is, I guess, friends, my axe handles are for people that want to create their own thing. So we have the big palm swells. So the deputy now has the palm swell with the little corner piece not cut off. So you can make it however you like. Anyway, Luke, thanks again.
Yeah, of course.
Catch y'all later. Work hard, be honest, and be kind, friends. We'll see you on the next video.
See ya.
It's a freaking half a truckload of logsy.